Good morning, friends. Welcome back to the John Went Walking channel. I'm coming to you today from the Richloam, Florida area on the Florida Trail. I'm at about the mile 366 marker, headed north back towards the Richloam General Store. This will be the second video in my little series that I make on this Richloam Trail this morning. And I'm just taking you through the forest step by step, showing you what it looks like. Again, out at about mile 366. If you have the Far Out app, you could see exactly where this is and what it looks like. I'm not cutting any of the video. I'm trying to show you point to point what it looks like. I have been playing with the editing function, and I do think I probably could edit the film and show you highlights of the walk, of the hike, but I'm not quite ready to do that. When I do go out and do the actual Florida Trail through hike, when that happens, then I'm going to have to be editing and showing you highlights, and I'm probably going to practice some of it later on in the year. But for right now, I'm just going to continue to shoot the clips the way I am right now. You can see beautiful Central Florida area here in Richloam, kind of on the western side, and just a beautiful morning out here. Just incredible, right? Incredible morning out here, and just bringing you through here. And I've been out for a couple of hours this morning. I'm continuing to train and prepare for my own through hike. It's still a ways away. I'm tentatively thinking about January of 26, so the end of this year. I'm trying to make plans and figure out how I can make that work. You know, I'm going to need some time, of course, and I have most of my gear already. I've said it before in the videos, but my brother-in-law did a successful through hike of the Appalachian Trail in 2017, and he was down here in Florida at the time, living near us. He was helping to care for his elderly father before he passed away with my wife. And so after he passed, my brother-in-law hiked the Florida Trail, and then he hiked the Appalachian Trail, and then he moved back out west to Oregon. And when he moved back out west, he left me with all of his hiking gear, including the pack and the bag, and a lot of the gear, and a lot of it I'm still going to be able to use. I've been going through it a little bit at a time, and eventually I'll be making videos of my gear. I'm just, at this point, I'm still just a little bit too far out to be too specific with it. I'm trying to figure out what I can use and then what I need to purchase, but most of it's going to be usable that I already have. And so it's just, I'm in the planning stage, but I'm in the serious planning stage where I'm actively working to make sure that I'm prepared to do the through hike. And I've talked a little bit about it on here before. The reason I started the YouTube channel was to motivate myself. I know the numbers will always be sparse, the visitors to the YouTube channel and the folks that watch it, and I'm perfectly okay with that. I know that anybody who would click on any of these videos, they have a sincere, deep interest in the Florida Trail like I do, and my sincere interest in it right now is just to plan to through hike it, and then to actually carry out that plan. Now, I've lived in Florida for many years, probably over half my life actually, and I've been all over the state from Key West to Pensacola. I've been over the entire state and throughout the whole state. But a couple of months ago, when I started getting out on these on the Florida Trail and these orange marked trails, I started finding areas that I hadn't been before, and I really have enjoyed it. Like, I've really enjoyed most of the time I've spent out here. It's been alone, right? Me and a water bottle, and I've really enjoyed being out here and getting it done. You know, I'm very careful and meticulous. I go slowly. I don't push. I really watch my feet, especially when I'm carrying this camera, this iPhone. I really like to watch my feet. I don't want to fall, and I'm getting, you know, I'm 63 years old, so I'm kind of at the point in my life where you don't have to fall too hard. You don't have to fall too far to break something, and that's not what I want to do right now. If you've watched these videos at all, you know that I've been through my share of health things over the past several years. I have a left hip replacement, so my left hip is titanium, so I am a bionic man. And then this past December, so just about December, January, Feb, just over 2 months ago, I had my umbilical hernia blow up on me. And one night I was out just walking in my neighborhood, and it was right before I started filming these for YouTube for this channel. But I was out walking in my neighborhood, and all of a sudden I just had this very, very sharp pain in my stomach. It felt like somebody had stabbed me, and it turned out that I had an umbilical hernia, and my intestine was being strangulated. So you don't want to get a strangulated intestine. That's one thing you don't want to do. So anyway, I knew something was wrong. I ran straight to, I didn't run. First I tried to lay down, take a shower, but it just wouldn't get any better. It kept hurting. So I wasn't sure what it was. I mean, I knew I had a hernia, but I didn't think it was a hernia. I thought like my appendix blew up, or I was having a heart attack. I wasn't really sure what the heck was going on. So what I did was, there's an ER about 2 miles from my house. So I just drove up to the ER and went in, and right away they put me in a CAT scan and discovered that it was my umbilical hernia, and that it was strangulating my intestine. So that was the story. So that was my emergency story, you know. And if you think about it, like, I knew about the hernia for quite a while. In fact, my doctor, every time I saw her, she'd be like, "Now, John, anytime we want to get that hernia taken care of, you know, we'll get you scheduled and get you done." And I said, "Well, how dangerous is it?" And she goes, "Oh, you know, you might go the rest of your life and it would never hurt you, or it might hurt you tomorrow. There's just no way to tell." And I normally do take care of my health. I normally really do. But I was just like, I don't want to go through the surgery right now. And because I know what that means. I just had been through the hip surgery a couple of years ago. And so I kept putting it off until I had to go get it done. And that's what I did. I went and got it done. So then I even documented on this channel, if you go back and look at some of the old YouTube videos, where I was recovering from the hernia surgery, and I talked about going to the doctor and all that stuff. And so I think I had the surgery on December the 11th or 12th. So it's been over 2 months since my hernia surgery, and I'm allowed to do anything I want. The surgeon said, you know, I shouldn't be in the gym lifting heavy, but I never really lifted that heavy anyway. I was more like low weight, high reps, you know, just when I'm working out in the gym. So I actually haven't even been back to the gym, but I am going back there. Probably at the 3 or 4 month stage, I'll get back in the gym. I just want to give it a little bit extra time. And in the meantime, I'm just trying to make sure that I'm getting my walks in, or getting my hikes in on the trail and other places around. I've been out walking and hiking, and just to keep myself moving. So that's what I've been doing as I continue to prepare and look forward towards the Thru-Hike. It's a big undertaking. A lot of people would probably think of it as not that big of a deal. But for me, it is. You know, I if you've watched the vids at all, you know, I always tell you that for me, the Appalachian Trail is the big kahuna, and that's where I'm headed, hopefully. But I really want to have some success out here on the Florida Trail and prove to myself that I can do a long hike, and this is it, a long trail, and this will be it, the Florida Trail. So I think the Florida Trail is right just over 1,100 miles. There is more mileage than that, but that's point to point. You have to decide east or west around Orlando. I've said it on the video before. I'm going to be taking the west route because it lets me pass by closer to my home, and it gives me more access to home and my family, and logistically it just makes more sense to do the west part. Who knows, maybe down the road sometime, maybe I will go back and cover the east part too, but for me it's just one step at a time, one thing at a time here, and just have a little bit of success and then keep marching, keep going forward. And the main thing for me is I know I can get it done. I know I can. For me, the key is I just have to have it in my head that I'm not going to quit no matter what. No matter what, I'm going to keep moving once I start. So that's what I'm working on with the video to help motivate myself. I'm sure glad to have you along watching. I appreciate all the kindness that everyone has shown, and I hope that you're able to get something out of the videos just like I am being out here. I hope that you enjoy it as much as I do. And this is part 2 of my video on the Richloam area this morning, so I'm going to be shutting this film off, and I will be bringing you another one real soon. You all have a wonderful morning, friends. Goodbye now.